Here's the third way to create a strong AI, and it's to do this, basically, what you do is you take the brain's carbon-based cells, and you gradually, bit by bit, and replace them with inorganic substitutes that function in the same way. And you do this until all the carbon-based cells are replaced with the inorganic ones. And already, researchers have developed artificial neurons that can transmit electrochemical signals and communicate with biological neurons. And let's assume that life-sustaining processes such as respiration and metabolism are maintained throughout gradual substitution, and there's no interruption to your consciousness. Well, the idea here is that if someone had moral agency, that is, if they can tell right from wrong before gradual substitution, then the resulting AI should have moral agency after gradual substitution. Now, importantly, since the life-sustaining processes, respiration, metabolism, and so on and so forth, are maintained throughout this process, what this means is that your organismic functions continue to work. And there's a philosophical view that says that you continue to be you and exist when your organismic functions continue to work. For example, you are the same person as you were yesterday because your organismic functions continue to work from yesterday to today. So through gradual substitution, you could continue to be you and exist even as you become an AI.
Now, you talked about very tangible things like worms and fish and using parts of their brains to do the experiments you do. And Matthew took us to this place of gradual substitution and mind uploading. And there is a lot of discussion about directly connecting the human mind with machines, right? Anything from companies funded by Elon Musk to academic research, etc. What's your take on that? That's for you, Ed.
Oh, connecting brains to machines?
Yeah.
Well, hundreds of thousands of people already have neural implants for cochlear implants for people suffering from deafness, or deep brain stimulators for helping people with Parkinson's disease or other movement disorders. So this has been going on since in earnest since the mid-1980s, frankly. I think there's clear benefit to many patients, and as people make better and better maps of the brain, hopefully we can help more and more people who are suffering from different conditions, from epilepsy to Alzheimer's and beyond.
Matthew, when you think of your three models, mind uploading, coding the brain, mimicking algorithms, or gradual substitution, what happens to human consciousness in those three models?
So the assumption there is that human consciousness will continue, but it doesn't have to. So we actually don't know. So there are three possibilities when you do, say, for example, gradual substitution. One possibility is, as you do it, consciousness completely disappears. Another possibility is that it dims, okay? And then the third possibility is that consciousness is maintained. Now, the supposition here is that, so the gradual substitution is something like this. So you come in, you go into the clinic. So, we take one of these artificial neurons. Maybe you have Alzheimer's. So we take the bad cell, the bad brain cell, and replace it with a good cell. And then you go back home and you're interacting, and it seems like you have consciousness, right? Just one. Now a couple weeks later, you go into, you're not feeling well. You go into the clinic and you say, "Doctor, I'm not feeling well." So they take out a couple more cells. Right? And again, you go home and you're, talking to your wife and, your kids and so on and so forth. And it appears that you still have consciousness. Now, the hypothesis is that, well, at some point, if you continue to be able to act, right? And you're sort of, either you're faking it because all of a sudden consciousness disappeared, or it dimmed, right? Like somehow you say, "Oh, I feel pain," but you don't really feel anything, or you have, full consciousness. And it seems like the last option is more plausible than the other two through gradual substitution, but that's an unknown.